someone passes away, they're not gone. Oh my gosh, it looks like I'm just going live now. That's okay if we are just hitting the live button. Good morning to you, and also you. I am Sarastina. Welcome here on this wonderful Monday. I am super excited to be here with you. And if you didn't know, this is Women's History Month. Yay! I'm going to be here with you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 7 a.m. Because what I want you to do is before you get to me by 7 a.m., I want you to have your water in your body. I want you to have your workout on. And if you're like, I don't know what to do, Tina, join my tribe. I run an online fitness boutique studio, and every morning we are up at 6 a.m. Eastern working out. I just finished my morning workout, went for an extra run after that, and then I came here to be with you. I am that coach. I'm a life and health coach, and I'm going to take you from good to great to amazing. When you come to this place in the morning, I'm going to motivate you, please. All right. I'm going to motivate you to reach your goals, to reach your dreams. So, right now, if you're watching this for the very first time, do me a favor. Type in the chat first time, put a star in there, put a thumbs up, because the motivation is amazing. It feels good, right? When you have those goals, we're getting close to the end of Q1. And I like to break my life off into the different quarters, right? We have about 2 more weeks, I believe, to the end of this quarter. What goals do you have to reach? Maybe you want to hit a 12-minute mile. Maybe you want to hit a 7-minute mile. I don't know, but push yourself towards that. After I motivate you here in the mornings, I'm going to inspire you with something to stretch you, to make you think a little bit bigger. Yesterday, when I was on the plane, I love plane rides. Let me tell you, that's where I get my most business meetings are on the plane. And I'm listening to this book now. It's called Relentless. And the author, or whoever they're talking about in the book who's speaking, he is a therapist slash coach slash physical therapist for people like Michael Jordan, for people like not LeBron James, I'm sorry, Dwayne Wade. No, back in the day, he did this. So he's sharing what he did to make them unstoppable. And that's what we have to do in life. So I'm going to inspire you to be your best. After I motivate you, after I inspire you, family, I'm going to educate you. I'm going to educate you with what I learned, with what I do. I'm not that person that's just going to rattle off stuff, because guess what? That's not going to help you at all, right? I'm going to educate you with what I have gone through, the different training. I'm a licensed life and health coach because I wanted to extend myself a little longer. So as we are here on this Women's History Month, we have a special guest today. I hope she can get in here because I'm so excited to have her. Women's History Month. This is the entire month where we are going to highlight women. I think today, Renee, put it out here. If you go to my Instagram, if you go to my LinkedIn, you're going to see the one woman who I'm highlighting, because each day I'm going to highlight someone, whether it's Michelle, whether it's Celine, whoever it is, we're going to highlight someone. So Renee's going to put that in here. And I just want you to realize that if you're not a woman, it's okay. We love you as well. And women, if you're watching this, I want you to remember, I heard this the other day in a sermon, and he was saying how God created the earth and the earth was without form and void. Okay, maybe I'm saying it's wrong. I know it's in Genesis somewhere. And then Adam was there. Adam's here, right? And then God decided that he wanted to give him a partner, right? So he took a rib from Adam and then made the woman, Eve, all right? So that's how we came to be, was from a man. Wow, pretty amazing, right? So with that being said, we are amazing. And I want you to tap into yourself, tap into your I am statements. All righty. Here on Women's History Month, I'm going to share with you 3 things that you can do. Today we're saluting Simone Biles. Oh my gosh, is she phenomenal or what? All right, if you don't know who she is, you must be sleeping under a rock or something. That's where you talk about tenacity. That is when you talk about unstoppable, when you talk about going the distance. When I see people like her, it just like inspires me. She has a dream, and I want to invite you to tap into your inner Simone Biles today. Why? Because God has created each and every single one of you to be perfect, to be amazing. I mean, I don't know how many numbers it is, and I'm sure my amazing Renee could write it down or figure it out, how many sperm cells, or I don't even know if they're sperm cells, it takes to get into the egg to make one person. It's a whole lot of them. And you're here because of that combustion of energy, right? So you're here for a reason. Never think that you're not. So I want you to tap into your body and like, what are you passionate about? When you wake up in the morning, you're like, yes, I'm motivated. Okay, maybe you don't wake up that way in the morning. Maybe I'm the only one who wakes up super motivated in the morning. But I want you to think about what you're passionate about. What is that one thing that you love to do. For me, it's fitness. All right. This morning I was running. I was like, oh my gosh, this feels so good. And then once you figure out what you're passionate about, I want you to think of your purpose. All right. What is your purpose here on earth? Maybe it's to be a great mom. Maybe it's to be a fitness instructor. Maybe it's to support people in your community. I don't know. Your passion and then your purpose. Once you figure out those two, it's easy to get to the next level, which is your why. And once you know what your why is, you got to keep peeling it away like an onion. Have that onion, peel it, peel it, peel it, peel it, peel it. And once you get to the root of your why, that's what's going to jump you out of bed in the morning. That's what's going to jump you to the gym every morning. All righty. I don't know if Susanna is here yet. If she is, you can pull her up so she can talk about these 3 points with me. Each day, I want to, yay, Susanna Cabrera's in the building. Good morning,
Good
Susanna.
morning.
Are you at the gym yet or are you home?
Not yet. I'm barely hitting. It's 4 a.m. in California, so I'm
Oh,
waking extra early to
oh,
get in touch with
thank
my
you
girl.
so
Yes.
much. I wanted to bring you in today. First of all, I want to say congratulations. Actually, before I do that, I want you to introduce yourself to us. Go for it.
Good morning, everyone. I am Susana Cabrera. I am a former street vendor that believed in herself and went after her dream. And now I'm a franchise owner. That is right. Because if you allow yourself to step into something different, to step into something higher than you would ever imagine, it could happen. That is right. And this is the reason why you put yourself in the right circles with people that cheer you on. That's like, yes, this could happen, and this is how we're gonna do it. When you start believing in yourself, things will start shifting and the right people start showing up. And that's how I met Tina. I met Tina in Toastmasters, being in the right circles, and I reach out to her like, "Hey, Tina, I need your help. I need your support." When you see people doing great, don't be timid to reach out because you may never know if this person, and in this case, Tina, was willing to help me out and become my mentor, become my coach, which is great because it's peeling through that onion that I really got to what was my why and why, I wake up every morning and just work on this dang thing because I really enjoy what I do. It's fitness, it's about mental wellness, it's about strong mindset, and all those little pieces come together and not all at once. It's been a process. And it's through that process that I become who I am today. Thank you, Tina.
Yay! So love it, love it, love it. So on this Women's History Month, we are saluting Susanna. We are saluting Simone Biles. And we're going to start with accountability. That's the one tip I want to share with you to stay grounded when you are rocking. Because today we're talking about women who rock. Susanna, I am so proud of you. I mean, think about a year ago today. Where were you and what were you doing? Right? The accountability is what kept you going. Let's tap into your hot dog story really quick. All right. If you guys have ever been to California, down Hollywood, what's the name of the street where the names are on the road? I should know my daughter. Sunset Boulevard. Is that what that is? You go down Sunset
Yes, it's
Boulevard
around there.
and you see all the names on the street with all those stars, and there's always a woman out there saying hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. And when I saw it, I got so excited. I was like, Susanna used to do that. You used to be on the side of the road selling stinking, disgusting, gross, nasty hot dogs, right? And she said, you know what? I can do better for my community. I can do better for myself. But I think for you, it was a combination of both. And I think that's what happened. That's where people mess up, Susanna, is they think about themselves first. Well, I want to do this. I want to do that. But you thought about your community, how you could give them better food, better healthy food to live better. Can you tell us first, we're going to talk about your hot dog story, how accountability, who kept you accountable for that to move forward to now become a franchise owner of every
Every
table?
table. That is right. There I was, right? Hot dog on the side. And I started noticing how my business was impacting the community. And that's the first sign that I got like, this is not it. This is not how I want to represent myself, what I want to give out to people. And then I started just getting into the health. It was this particular family that would always buy from me all the time. And one time when they came back, they've been gone for a bit. The man, he was destroyed spiritually. One thing is to affect people on the surface, but his spirit, it looked like it was broken. He always used to smile, like a big smile, such a nice person. And then one day he came back, he was sad, and his leg, they amputated his leg. And sorry if this triggers somebody, but that's what happened, and that's what made me feel horrible. Like, this is not what I want to do for my community. This is not how I want to be represented. And then that's when I started digging into my why. Why do I do what I do? And how do I want to impact the people that I serve? Because we all serve some way, somehow.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Susanna. And that's what people need. So that is our first tip, accountability. And as I mentioned, this weekend you won your Toastmasters contest. Yay for you! So
Woo.
so great. And having a dream, having a goal. What she's doing this year is what I did last year, because last year I said I want to be a better public speaker, and I decided I'm going to join Toastmasters. I'm going to practice. Congratulations again, Susanna. Our tip number 2 we're going into right now. But before we get into tip number 2, Susanna, can you tell us who the accountability when it came to your speech? How did that come about?
Yes, having these conversations, having the how did this happen? And you're like, I don't know. And then it's like, wait a minute, I do know how it happened. And we never give the time of day of thinking how things affect us and how events are building our story until you talk about it. And then you start noticing, oh, I was selling hot dogs, and that's how I wanted to become a franchise owner, and that's how I end up in the business that I am. And that's why I'm working in this whole thing of being a public speaker and, holding on to my fitness and surrounding myself with strong women.
I
And
love
that's
it.
how it started.
You know what I'm thinking about, Susanna? When we would do our lives on Instagram every morning, and we'd have Renee with her like colors in the background, and we'd choose our topics. That was great practice. That was pretty fun.
It was.
All right. The number 2 is planning your morning and evening rituals. So lately, I've really been diving into my evening rituals a lot more, because my morning rituals are natural. And if you're watching this right now, if you want to succeed, if you want to be grounded so you can have a wonderful life, you have to have amazing morning and evening rituals. All right. For example, my evening rituals are so on point now. It's all about Tina's. It's like I'm giving myself a spa treatment, Susanna. Every night, it's like it takes me like 15, 20 minutes just for my face, just preparing for that. And then I have to read my Bible every night. My morning rituals are a little different. I do my meditation, I do my journaling, depending on that. And then also at night is super important to look at your day. So I've decided to, yesterday, I'm like, okay, you know what, Tina, I'm going to look at the whole week. Because sometimes I tend to forget things. I write down everything, So I'm going to write down what do I have to do for the day so I know moving forward. Morning and evening rituals are going to keep you focused. Agree, disagree? Give us your comments, thoughts, Susana.
100%, 100% agree. I started with my morning ritual. How do I wake up? What intention do I have? I work out every morning, so that feels amazing. Now we're moving to the evening rituals. I read a book that inspires me, something that keeps me with, that flame in your heart is like, oh, yes. So right now I'm reading Solito. I highly recommend it, Tina. If you want to tap into that book, it's about an immigrant journey of a 9-year-old boy and how he crosses through Mexico to the US from El Salvador. Such a great book.
I love that. Thank you. And it's good for your children to see this as well. My daughter, I just came back from New Jersey, and we did an event. We did a seminar at a school. And I got my daughter to speak, and she sounded amazing, Susanna. And she was saying when she was younger, she really didn't like reading. She was like, if someone told her to read, she was like, no, no, no. And now she loves reading. And I was like, wow, my son was the same way. He never read in school. I don't think I ever saw him with a school book. And as an adult, I would always watch videos. Like, I love YouTube videos. I watch Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas, Lisa. Like, I'd always be watching videos. And I would always send them to my kids every morning. I'd send them a motivational video. They later told me they never watched them, but that's okay. And he would say to me, Mom, you're already motivated. You don't need that video. I'm like, yes, I do. I need those videos to stay motivated. He's like, you need to read. Actually, he said I needed to read it and I needed to meditate. He's like, you need to meditate, Mom. So I remember one time I just laid on the floor and I was just like, what is this about? I don't I hated it. But morning and evening rituals are super, super important, and breath work. We're going to move forward to number 3. Today, if you're just hopping in, we're celebrating Women's History Month. We're talking about women who rock, ways to stay grounded. Tip number 3 is to pray. Now, I don't know if I'm the only person who's had like a rocky road relationship with God, but it's been up, it's been down. I remember years ago, don't even laugh at me, Susanna, okay? Someone would said, do you pray? I was like, girl, I don't have time to pray, okay? I gotta work, I gotta do this. I don't have time to pray. I literally used to say that. And I was honest because, I was like, and I was like, now I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds so bad. You know, Praying is so important, family. Tapping into your faith. As I mentioned earlier, this May, or maybe I didn't say it, this year made 8 years that my sunny boy has been taken away from me. Last month, I took the entire month off of social media because I wanted to pour into Tina. I wanted to fill up my cup so I could pour from the saucer. That's why I have so much energy now. And I realized a couple days last month, actually 2 months ago, it was just very challenging for me. And I'm just like, I'm looking like, what is going on? Like, why am I still so angry, so mad, so sad? So like all the emotions, right? Because I do the yoga, I do the meditation. If you know, I have a book. My book is called No More Traumedy, and it's going to teach you how to push through those pains. A traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. Everyone goes through some type of traumedy, and when these two energies come together, my friends, life changes forever. And I have had so many traumedies, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? And I realized there was one thing that I wasn't tapping into 100%. And when I say 100%, I mean giving your all. Like, anyone here ever exercise and you're really not giving 100% when you exercise? Anyone, you ever do that, Susanna? You exercise, like, you can give a little bit more. You can do a little bit more. Even though this morning when I was doing some suicides this morning, I was like, I can't do anymore. All right. But with my faith, I was not giving my faith 100%. So this month, I was like, you know what, Tina, I'm going all in. I'm going in. I'm going in. That's what I did. Let me tell you, family, you would have thought like the end of the world was coming. I was listening to 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 sermons a day, reading my butt. Like it felt like I was trying to make up for all the 8 years. But the faith pouring in has helped me so much. So praying is so important. And one more thing I want to say. One more thing. I know some people will say, well, I don't know how to pray. I sound crazy. I sound weird. I just kind of talk to God. And sometimes I feel crazy. Sometimes I feel I don't know what I'm saying. It's like, does that sound okay? Just talk to him. That's your father. He doesn't care what you sound like. So go ahead and pray. Susanna, what are your thoughts or comments about praying?
I am not a religious person, to be honest with you, but I do talk to my creator. I do say thank you. And those are the moments of gratitude. And that's how I pray. I am grateful for what he provides for me, what he gives me every day, because it looks like that sometimes. Like this is happening from I don't know what source, because things happen, like they just happen when you right need them. So there is definitely something bigger than us helping us. And yeah, you're 100% right, Tina. Tap into the Bible, do the connect with the things. And there's so many ways now with YouTube, and Tina has a couple of pieces in it on her YouTube channel.
Yes. So I'm not the person, and I'm going to dive into this study a little more religious and spirituality, because it really, I'm not going to say it irks me. I don't understand when people are like, I'm spiritual. Like, what the heck does that mean? What the heck does religious mean? We're not getting into that conversation today, but I love how you say, praying is super important. We're going to close out today. As I mentioned, it's Women's History Month, celebrating Susanna on her win for Toastmasters. I gave you 3 tips today of how to stay grounded when you want to achieve your goals. Tip number 1 was be your tribe. Your vibe is your tribe. You got to have your tribe there to keep you accountable. Hook them in your arms and run to the top. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, in regards to staying grounded, is having your morning and your evening rituals. And the third one is pray. If you notice, I'm out here looking a little sculpted today. Okay, maybe I'm not that sculpted, but in 3 or 4 weeks, we are having a 8-week program. This 8-week program is based off of my book, No More Traumedy. And we're super dialing into your health and wellness. If you're stuck, if you're like, why can't I get to the next level in my health and wellness? Well, it's probably some stuck trauma inside of you. Maybe something from when you were 5 years old, 4 years old. So I want to invite you to my free workshop. I think it's this Saturday. If it's March 9th this weekend, then it's this Saturday. Yes. This Saturday, I'm having a free workshop, and I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper to the challenge. So I want you to join. It's an 8-week challenge, and we're going to go through all the things that kind of get you stuck in your head. I think I covered everything. Join our tribe. Oh, and you get a free ebook. Yes, yes, yes. If you're interested, we've been talking about morning and evening rituals. I wrote a book about it because I had an amazing year in 2021 when I did my first full marathon in Paris. I did a lot of amazing things. So I wrote a book of how I did it. So if you want, you can type in ebook, whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are, put in ebook. And I'm just super grateful and excited to be here. Susano, I would like to know your final thoughts. If you had 1 minute and you were at the top of the mountain and you had to share something with the world, what would you like to share with us in this final minute?
Allow yourself to want things and don't start thinking of the how, but just claim it. Claim it before it can even be yours. You need to claim it. If you're a spiritual person, pray for it and thank God for them, him giving you that to you. But you know, the power of claiming the things you want. You have no
Yay! Yes,
idea. Write it down.
yes,
Put it
so true.
somewhere.
I
Bring it
love it.
into existence. You got
Yes.
this, woman. We got this.
Yes, I love it. Susana, thank you so much for getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning so that we can honor you, so that we can say congratulations. Let's get ready for that next phase. Sign up if you have not for the workshop this weekend. I'm going to teach you the importance of it's not what you eat, but when you eat. All right. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye. Thank you for rolling
Woo.
through, Susana. See you. See you.